you're watching Amitha Verma. Now, as we're getting ready for the holiday, I've been showing and sharing lots of new design tips and things that you can do and add into your home to make it warm and welcome for your guests and your friends and family coming in. But one big tip I want to share is something that I love to do, which is reuse and repurpose something that you already have. I'm a big believer of that. Your furniture, the things in your home, they are a part of your journey and they tell your story. So we're working with one of our clients and helping her out on this project. Brenda has this beautiful buffet that she wanted to make over and create a new style. Now, she brought in a style that she quite couldn't figure out how to do herself. So as we're demonstrating this for her, I wanted to show y'all how to do the exact same look. Now here you can see in the picture, it kind of looks like a whitewash and that's the effect, but that's actually not what we're going to be doing. I'm going to show you how to achieve this look from start to finish. Now the first thing you're going to do is give this whole piece kind of a once over coat of paint. We've sort of started working on it, but I'm going to demo it here for you on this drawer, the before and the after. So I'm going to take my brush, especially when you're working on a project like this. I really like using smaller brushes so it helps you control what you're doing. And then I'm going to go in here and start painting this and give it a really good coat of paint. I'm not trying to get it on thin. This is not a whitewash, which was the mistake originally everyone made trying to refinish this piece and repurpose it. So here you can see I'm putting the paint on and it's a good thick coat of paint. You can just wipe it off if that's getting out of the lines. Don't worry about that. And we're going to give it a really good once over. Now, especially here in the corners. And don't worry, I know it doesn't look perfect, but I'm going to show you how we're going to get that really gorgeous, chippy, distressed, worn down look like she wanted in the picture. Okay. The trick to getting this look is first to give it that really full coat of paint, and then we're going to take it off. So it's not quite a whitewash where the paint has been thinned down with water, but a full coat of paint, and then we're going to take it off. Now this is a really tricky part and people always ask us, how do you know where to take it off? The general rule of thumb that I follow is I take the paint off where it would naturally age and wear and tear. So when you're looking at a big piece like a buffet or a cabinet, that can be hard to figure out where. And so here's my cheat sheet. I'm a big believer of pen to paper and even when I'm working on a painting project. So we took a photo of this and then just sort of started marking where we're going to paint it. These yellow markings are where we're going to leave the paint, meaning we're going to take off the rest, and how maybe these moldings might have been rubbed down with the paint. So now that I've got my guide, it's a lot easier to look at this and say, where am I going to take off paint? Now you can use sandpaper is one of my tools that I like to use. I'm going to show you how to do this. If you want more control, go for a finer piece. So this is a 180. And I'm going to take this and I'm going to just start taking some paint off where this piece would have maybe naturally aged, which might be right here around the drawer handles, right? Because we're going to keep on grabbing this. Our hands are going to be right here. So I'm going to take my sandpaper and then I'm just going to start sanding this down. See how that's coming off in a really beautiful fashion? The finer the sandpaper, the more control you have. And I might take a little bit more off right here to really show that wear and tear. So see how it's starting to look real chippy and distressed? That's exactly how you're going to start getting that look. It just looks amazing. Here's another little spot right here on these perfect little carvings that are raised up. Those would probably wear down. So I'm going to get that sandpaper and really get that pretty chippy, distressed, paint coming off, beat up feeling. Can y'all start to see how that's coming? And you know, this is one of my favorite tools. Everybody laughs, but it's the soft cotton cloth that you can find in your hubby's t-shirt drawer. Yep, they've got another purpose. There you go. Maybe a little bit more right here. There you go. You guys starting to see how we're getting this really beautiful chippy look. So here was the before. And here is the after. You've been watching me do this. It's so super easy, very relaxing, very therapeutic. And we're going to keep on doing that. Now we're going to go back into these carvings and just keep hitting them where they would naturally distress. Again, you can use the the finer sandpaper. If you want something a little bit heavier, you can go for the medium. This is the 120. I really recommend staying with the 180 because it helps you not make a mistake. And if you ever find the paper is a little bit hard to work with, I like to just get a block, wrap my paper around the block just like this. You can use a sponge, a dry sponge, and have that be a little bit of leverage for me. Smooth out what I'm working on. Got my little soft cotton cloth to help clean up a little bit. And there you go. You start, it's so soft. It feels so good. And you can start to see where the paint is really heavy here, but it looks like it's just been worn down by time. Somebody might have been opening and closing this piece of furniture just like that. And I'm going to continue to do that over here on some of my other carvings where this furniture piece might have really been exposed to a lot of wear and tear. Oh wow, look how beautiful that's turning out. I love that. It's the heaviness of the paint and the warmth of the wood coming right through. And you saw how I put that on. It is not a perfect coat of paint. You can put your paint on, let it dry for about 20 minutes. I'm using about a medium pressure, maybe the kind of pressure I would use to cut a piece of chicken. And there you go. That is exactly how you achieve that beautiful, distressed, time-worn look. Just remember, go and apply your paint as a full coat of paint. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then you're gonna remember, where would this piece naturally wear down, like here in the corners, and just start using your fine sandpaper to do that natural wearing down. I'm using a very medium pressure. Not the lightest, but I'm not really getting a workout here. Maybe a little bit of workout. There you go. You can see the before, and here is the after. So tune back in a couple of days. I will be sure to post the before and the final after picture so you can see how this project turned out. And remember, think about the things that you already have in a new way. What's a piece that you could give a whole new life and keep in the next chapter of your story? Leave a comment and let us know.